We can't rule out, but I don't think it is him. I don't know who this mystery man is. So yeah, as I say, walking your Hexen across the map and risking this, like, he doesn't get a single flower, and what he's got is a injured Hexen, but what I don't have is any information about what's going on, right? I mean, neither does he, because he doesn't make it across the map or send a skull, I think. He can send a skull probably from the natural, and he probably will. But I don't get to scout this. No, I didn't see anything. All I reacted from is that when my dog arrives here and his brute is there, it's not here attacking the health camp. So I'm like, well, you're about to hit me with brutes. But it could be a little mind game, right? Imagine if it's just single vault and I'm over here using 4 bobs on my racks and building a sentry post. By the way, every health flower is going to be taken, I think. Oh, there's one right there I think we forgot about. Heck. Oh yeah, Laser does play tournaments still. I just think he plays them without any practice. Just relies on being a good RTS player. Alright, so Andreas says no thank you to the sentry post. Yeah, I mean for him this is an extremely late shrine. Yeah, so this isn't worth giving up creeping. A laser's been cooking? Interesting. I don't know, it's probably not even worth me touching these brutes. Like, what am I achieving here? Other than getting hit in the face. Can you dislodge the projectile if he's about to hit you and you pop your Lancer in the thing? It's me! Oh, thank you, at last. Who is Gorgora? He's the best Infernal player and arguably the best, except for MSRM, arguably the best Stormgate player, but we don't know who he is. He's done a max packs on us. Darth Andreas the Wise. Yeah, other than MSRM, he's the best Infernal player. I don't have the heart to say it any other way. Yeah, so like, he's gonna take all the camps, but I'm gonna have pretty much full saturation, so 750 a minute. Once these buildings are done, a couple more bobs. We had to buy 2 sentry posts, I sell one of them because I'm a greedy prick, but yeah, this is fine for us. Sounds like Mixu. Mixu would let us know. Mixu's not shy, you know, look at him. There he's right there. Rank 3, abusing a bad patch for Celestials. There was 3 days where this patch was active apparently. I thought it was like a week, but in 3 days Mixu managed to spam out 115 games and win 112 of them. So I don't think it'd be Mixu. Unless all 3 of these are Mixu and it's a giant plot twist. That would be great if all 3 of them are the same player. Only 97% win rate. Trash, yeah. That's what I said. Alright, so we're even supply, but we've got the eco lead. He does kill one of my Lancers out on the map, so I probably need to play even more conservatively, because I really didn't expect the shrine to be this late with a double vault. Obviously, it's not just building the double vault, it's how many brutes you decide to buy, but it might be a good mind game. Like, ooh, double vault, here comes all the brutes, and I've got sentry posts and shit, I don't know. But yeah, now his army is mostly brutes. I think in hindsight, now that I've seen the replay, moving out the way I did was a big throw, because I don't need to do anything here to be ahead, I'm just ahead. He's just got mostly brutes and they're going to get value, which they shouldn't do. If Andreas is Mixu, we can get him banned for boosting himself, true. We're playing the creep camp game. Dog taking vision camp. Fiends taking health camp. He's up in supply, but he's down in economy. Plague Axes is gonna hit at like 5 minutes 15. Does he have the Brute upgrade? Good question. He doesn't have a ritual. What's it called? Hellforge. So despite having 700 Brutes, he's decided the upgrade is worthless. If any time is a time to get it, you would think it would be now. He has decided against it. Yeah, so this is me throwing as hard as I possibly can, right? Let's just assess the situation. I know my opponent has been on double Iron Vault from the start of the game, so he's gonna have a bunch of Brutes. Now, Brutes suck against literally everything, unless you can catch a bunch of mostly Exos with a bunch of Fiends and get a full surround on them. So here I come. Like, even if I had like 6 Lancers here, it would go so much better than what I'm about to do. In fairness, you don't really expect this play, right? Here I am, I'm like, haha, you can't catch me, I'm just gonna shoot you with my Exos. Andreas has already decided at this point that he's gonna catch my Exos. This is a big balls move though, right? Because you lose so much value. Each Brute is 200 health down the drain. There he is with the Ling Flood. I'm a king, so I immediately shoot that effigy, but it makes no difference. I got Inferno P'd. Noob alert. 14 out of 12. I could play better than this guy. Look at this shit. Unbelievable. I can't believe. 15 out of 12. The Brute upgrade takes 120 seconds. So you can't? Yeah, can we not do that instead? Yeah, I think Flat Cannon was necessary here, or I just die. The Flat Cannon is always welcome. Any excuse to get one of these bad boys, you get it. Somehow I'm now back up in supply, even though I took a disastrous trade. So yeah, I don't know, the Brute stuff, like all of the Fiends are now gonna die for free, just as I died for free earlier. So I'm not even sure how good that was. It was definitely good, but it wasn't disastrous. It felt disastrous though. Because now I'm just literally chopping him up. These are bad trades for him. I should probably be focus firing this Hellborn down. He's very... MSRM does this as well. You'll chase him across the map as he shoots Skulls of Shedder at you. Heck solid, heck. Okay, so a bit of a back and forth. We're both throwing. 17 out of 12. Quick fourth. It is very much like playing TVZ. The Infernal player needs to be one base ahead so that he can compete economically. That's true, MSRM, but that relies on your opponent being able to actually shoot the skull, which in my experience is nigh impossible. Oversaturation. Wow. Washed. I won't look at mine. Oh no, that was 13 out of 12. No, clean. Look at this. 12, 10. Clean gaming. How much XP does a Lancer get for killing Fiends? I honestly have almost no reference point for XP gains. All I know is the Siege Creep gives you a billion XP, like 2 promotes on units. Imps give you almost nothing. I look how many imps we're gonna kill. We don't get a single promote on these. Oh, there's one. This shield is so broken. Oh, nice, Clempe. No, Vulcan, what are you doing here? Scoot, my boy. This is me trying to shoot that fiend. We got him. We got him, boys. Run. So it's at this point that I realized that I've been dropped and lost 800 bobbers. Mineral walk in a second. Look at this pro gamer. Wow. Just beat him with bobs. What's the problem? Yeah, lacking a starport here, instantly punished because he's going to sit here, and then it really feels like StarCraft. Except there's now 3 places he can drop. In StarCraft they don't make it this horrible. Like, I'm waiting here until I get a flying unit because otherwise I can't play the game. Yeah, Clempe, I saw a similar thing about StarCraft. Because I was at a fancy restaurant the other day, and when the waiter came, I replied to him, StarCraft, and he knew I was finished. Which is hurtful. Sometimes I surround a single answer with fiends and it ranks up. Just from the sheer experience of being surrounded. Yeah, I mean, it's still pretty close even after I got absolutely decimated by that drop. Oh, after it kills them. Okay, okay. Yeah, I guess the split is very harsh. Whereas, like, you kill 3 fiends or I think a single brute will level up your dog. A lot of gaunts. Who was it that said this was a desperation move? A bunch of gaunts? I think gaunts are bad in this matchup simply because Vulcans accidentally kill them all. Like, there's no micro, you just A-click your Vulcans and they'll accidentally kill every gaunt in town. Otherwise, it's a fine unit. I don't think you can reliably get the Lancers on top of gaunts in big fights. It's mainly just the Vulcans. Yeah, put him with his pants down when he was taking the resource camp. MSRM once asked me when I said there are holes in Andreas' gameplay, and he said, quite famously, where the holes at. I think this is one of them. Like, you can guarantee that Andreas is taking the resource camp. He's just always greedy. Like, he will always attack the resource camp. I don't need to scout this, I just know he's over here taking the resource camp. So I can just run into his base and be a menace. And now what? Now we're scuttling. In fairness, he peeled off a portion of his army by the looks of it. Anyway, we can just A-click Vulcans now. It's always good. OP bubble. About time I find out where the holes are at. But like, knowing your opponent's positioning without knowing where they are is pretty OP. Of course, that's only going to work for so long until he realizes that people are abusing that, and then he'll not take the resource camp and you'll run into his 700 weavers waiting for you. Well, that's RTS. Gotta fill those holes up. I mean, these fights are so awkward, but Andreas has been weaver microing since I've ever seen him play. he's gonna keep them all alive. Look at this guy. 9 health out of 500. This guy over here, he's at 100. 9 health of 500, they still hit for 25% of my health. Sorry, 20. I was very surprised he actually went on the offensive here. Because he knows I'm churning out units the whole time. Like, by the time he gets there, I'm gonna have a bunch of units, but he was confident of this. Just felt like he spent so long keeping his weavers alive, and then they all melt to 3 Vulcans. Perhaps he thought it's better to take smaller fights. If you've got weavers, right, you want to take the fight on low and medium supply. Because once you get big supply, the weavers just die before doing much. He can't see up here right now, which is why he's umming and erring, obviously. Oh, cringe. 3 Vulcans queued up. You hate to see it. Yeah, I mean, you can see a lot of the strength of Infernals in Andreas' gameplay, but if I can beat him after playing 7 hours, I think there's a problem. I think it's the Vulcan, mostly. Just feels like the pick this unit and win the game unit. Oh no. These bobs with a speed boost trying to cut trees, that was so goofy. They're bobbing up and down. Yeah, I mean, we're about even supply, but where the damage at, as Snockstyle likes to say. I was interested about this engagement. I don't know if he's trying to bait a bubble out, because like he clearly went up the ramp and then immediately retreated when the Vulcan dashed forwards. I think it was a bait. Brings in the boys. 3 XP. Bobbins. This is the classic lash in a unit that then becomes invincible and all of your backline shoots the invincible unit. Yeah. That's 2 full volleys of those Hellborn. Is this a 3rd? Yeah, this is quite tilting. Completely negated by that top fire ability. What even aggroed those dogs? Did the Gaunt splash up to the Medtech and then it went back down? The Glaives bounced back down? Also, yeah, Nano Swarm and then we can stun again is pretty sick. Oh yeah, maybe the Vulcan AoE, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Probably the Vulcan AoE. That stuff just goes everywhere. Yeah, there's the speed boost. Heck, dude. I mean, you saw the strength. Like, the drop was really good. I have no map